thank you for clicking on my video today. I am Saffron J Richardson. Hello. Today I'm going to be doing this fox eye makeup look. This look is everywhere at the moment. Everyone's doing tutorials on it. Everyone's sharing photos of it. And I thought I'll give it a go. I'm trying it for the first time in this video. I have never done it before, so I really hope you have fun watching me do it. If you want to see how I created this look, then please keep watching. On my lips to like keep them nice and moist while I do my makeup. If you've watched any of my other makeup tutorials, you would know by now that I have been using this foundation as a concealer because this is so full coverage and it's not like really pale, it's like subtle. Okay, because we're doing a fox eye, with this bright under eye, what I'm going to do is I'm going to really pull it up further than what I usually would. Like, I'm going to create a real angle with it in the corner of my eye there. Bring it up. I want it real high and sharp, but that will really help with the illusion of the look that we're going for today. With the translucent powder and just set my base quickly, and then it's eyebrow time. Perfect, the base is done. Now I'm going to go on to do the fox eye look. I'm so excited to create this look. I've not actually ever done this before. I have watched other tutorials and seen how they do it, but it's basically like a cat eye. I'm going to take a brush and I'm going to put it like it's got to meet the edge of my nose and the edge of my eye, and it's got to go up at that angle, so everything has got to be like this basically. With the eyebrows, a lot of people, I'm talking with the brush still held up to my face, what I did. So a lot of people are shaving off the end of their eyebrows. I'm not going to do that because I used to do that in school, and that is why I've ended up getting my eyebrows microbladed. Please don't shave off your eyebrows. Whatever tutorials you watch, don't do it. What you can do, Iconic do a brush and it's like a wax palette. It's like basically like a soap. I don't know, people use soap basically, and that's what I'm going to do today. So I'll show you. I've got a Bailey's and Hardin's bar of soap. So I've got my soap, and I'm going to take a little mascara wand. I'm going to just get it a little bit wet, but not really wet. Just dry that off a little bit. I don't want it like foaming. I'm going to rub it in the soap bar a little bit so it's on the brush. And I don't know how this is going to work because I've got my eyebrows microbladed, so the hairs that you see are tattooed on basically, but let's see how this goes by brushing it up with the soap. Huh, that actually really does, like, oh my god, wow, okay. So obviously a lot of the trend at the moment of doing this fox eye is to do it with a fluffy brow, like the brow lamination kind of vibe. But this is actually working quite well. And I think with the soap, it's going to kind of like make it stay there as well. I think obviously if you're going to go out and you're going to wear this look throughout the day or whatever, you probably need some kind of setting, like brow setter or something. Apparently the Benefit brow setter is really good if you are looking for a brow setting gel. That one is really, really highly recommended. So, but I can't speak from experience, I've never tried it. I'm going to go back to the old way I used to do my eyebrows before I got them microbladed, and I used to use this palette, and it's like matte eyeshadows basically, and I've got this MAC angled brush, and I dip it into a brown, and I'm going to fill in my brows and kind of try and draw on hairs. We want to like pull it out and up rather than down to kind of in keep with the fox eye look, and this is why so many people are shaving off their brows right now, to kind of get rid of this bit here. But I feel like by carving out your brows with concealer afterwards, you can hide that. So let's see how we get on. So I'm literally like flicking the brush up to like go with the hair. And as I get round to the end here, I'm gonna then go like sideways, but I want to keep it upwards like that. Oh yeah, this one's gone a lot better. I knew one would go better than the other. Right, I have finally done my brows, and I know that they are not going to be the best brows you've ever seen. Brows are not my strong point. I am going to carve them out now and give us that little foxy eye eyebrow look that we are after. So I'm going to take a little concealer brush, and I'm going to like pinch it so it's like flat, like that. It has got concealer on it a little bit still from when I've done my face. I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury foundation again, and I'm just going to use a little bit of that. Just put a tiny little dot on my hand. I'm going to run the edge of the brush in the concealer just so it's on the tip of the bristles, because that is going to do a lot of the work for me because I've flattened that down. So I'm going to press it over and kind of hide the fact that that's not my natural brow line, and sculpt it out a little bit. Right, so I'm just going to kind of like blend that in so it doesn't look really strange. Whatever you do, don't just do that and leave it, because you will look like a right Wally. Exactly the same with the other brow. The eyebrows are officially completed. I probably look a little bit mad. I've got my eyebrows like, I've got lots of different types of like a pen brush type thing. I've got these three. This one is like a flat. It's thin on, as you turn it, it goes thick and then thin. It's kind of like a flat tipped one. And then I've got these two pen brushes. These are the main kind of brushes I'm going to be working with today. I'm going to go in with my Morphe 350M palette. I'm going to take like a nude colour to start with as my transition. I'm going to take this pen brush and I'm going to take this shade here I'm going to start underneath from my bottom line, lash line, and go up like this in little flicks. You see what I'm doing now? I'm just like flicking it up, and it's going to create a little wing like that. Flick it up just like that. It's going to create a really good guide for you, so it's already, you know where to work from, you know what line works for your face. And again, if you take that, yeah, look, that's worked perfectly. Lovely. I'm just going to blend that flick out a little bit so it comes out a little bit further, because I really want it to pull up. Now I'm going to take my Soft Glam 2 palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to take this brown shade called Incense on the same brush, and I'm just going to go over again and flick out into that corner. But I'm going to go along the lash line now with it. I'm not going to be putting, this is basically on the outer half of my eye, all of this product. I don't want to put anything really yet on that inside half of my eye. So I've got like very hooded eyes as well, so it's quite hard to keep that line straight. It's not easy, to be fair. So I'm just gonna like take the edge of the brush, and I'm kind of going along it like this, and just really softly blending it out. I'm just going to turn that brush upside down and do it this way, just because you want all the product down along your lash line, so it makes sense to kind of face it downwards, so you can really start to see that building now. Just going to take that shade Incense and put it under the eye as well a little bit, and flick it up like that. Go ahead and do the same on the other eye. Now I've blended that out, I'm going to take a different pencil brush, and I'm going to take my Morphe palette again, the 350M palette. I'm going to take a nice warm brown colour. I'm actually going to take this colour here next to the one that I used originally, and I'm going to just put a tiny little bit on that brush, tap it off, and I'm going to go in again just along that lash line on the outer half of your lashes, and I'm going to face that brush down again, like that, and just rub it along and then flick it up. A clean big fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend that kind of together and across. Okay, so I'm taking this other pen brush now, and I'm dipping it in to a even darker brown eyeshadow. And I think it's just about building up the layers really on this one. So I'm just gonna again go in very slightly on that eyeliner line. I'm going to take my Soft Glam 2 palette again. This time I'm going to take Tempera on a different brush, on a clean fluffy blending brush, and this time I'm going to go on the inside of my eye now. Just take this mirror, and I'm going to go as close as I can to the inner of my wow, the inner corner of my eye, that was supposed to say, and then kind of just fade it up really. Going over that eyeshadow again just to kind of blend it out even more. as I say, you want it all to be really like soft focus up here. You don't want no lines, or like as I'm used to doing like cut creases and stuff. This is very different for me and I really like it actually. I love the fact that with this Anastasia palette, Anastasia Beverly Hills, you can go over dark. It's so pigmented, you can go over dark eyeshadow with white or light eyeshadow and it just covers it. That's how pigmented it is. It's insane. I'm going to take my Soft Glam palette again and I'm going to take the shade Dreamer, just a little bit, and this is just going to go on the inner corner of my eye. I'm actually going to take that shade as well, Dreamer again, and I'm going to put it in my brow arch, just because I love that shade so much. I feel like it needs to be used elsewhere. By putting a bit of highlighter in that brow arch, it's going to lift it even higher as well. It will elevate the brow bone. Now we're looking smoky as fuck. I keep doing this throughout this makeup look, I feel like, because it's very like, that's the only way to describe it. I'm going to now take a black Khol liner. I feel like this makeup look should be brown. I don't have one. I'm just going to go on the outer corner of my eye and just run this along the lashes, really close to the lashes, as close as I can possibly get it. Like I say, just on that outer corner, and flick it up. Following that line that we've already made with the eyeshadow, and if you like kind of close your eye on the eyeliner, you can really wiggle it in between them lashes and get a really nice clean line. Now I've put that eyeliner on, I'm just going to go over it again with this flat brush. I'm going to take a really dark brown shade. This is from my Morphe palette again. I'm going to take the darkest brown shade on this palette and I'm going to just try and blend that line out so it's not a thick drawn on line, if that makes sense. Take this brush again and that light shade again, this light shade here, and I'm just going to go over it one last time. You'll be surprised how much that tones that down. See? Now this has still got that dark brown shade on, and I'm just going to run that along a little bit, along my under eye a little bit here. Unfortunately, for some reason, this eye is just watering and it won't stop. Never have watery eyes, and today, for some reason, this is just, can you see where the makeup won't actually go on? It just keeps coming off. So I'm not going to stress about it, and I'm just going to get on with focusing on this eye. I'm going to go on to my lashes now. This is the lashes that I'm going to be using. How beautiful do they look? I've got such a thing for lashes, if you can't tell. I love them. Because we're doing a fox eye, I don't want any lashes down here really. I want it all up the end. So I'm actually going to cut these beautiful lashes up. So I'm going to cut the end half off. So make sure that they're the same each side. So that one. I'm going to use the outer halves, put glue on them. Oh, I do apologise if this has been a very serious makeup tutorial. I have been concentrating While I'm waiting for that to dry down, actually, I'm going to use the Iconic Illuminator today for my highlighter. This stuff is absolutely stunning. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand. Like that. I'm going to take my finger, make sure it's clean and not covered in makeup where I've been faffing around, and pat it on. Look at that highlight. Oh my god. That is so... oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Look how shiny that is. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm going to put a little bit on my Cupid's bow, a little bit on the end of my nose. So I'm just going to apply these eyelashes. I'm going to put them a little bit higher. So rather than, I'm going to start it on my lash line, and then as it comes off, I'm going to have it raised. And that way, that's really going to like pull that eye up a little bit more than if it was down here and on your actual lash line. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. Now I'm just going to like brush up my natural lashes so they don't look rubbish. So it meets my lash line and then goes up. Sorry for all the weird faces I'm putting. I'm probably putting loads of weird faces. Oh well. I'm going to take a liquid eyeliner. This is Rimmel London Glam Eyes. And I'm just going to pop this in the corner of my eye, the inner corner of my eye. I'm also going to add some Khol liner just to the inside here as well. I'm going to finish this look with the Too Faced Lip Injection Lip Gloss. This is a lip plumping gloss and it is the best one I've ever used. It's amazing. And I want like a really simple lip because I feel like the eye is quite simple. So I want the lip to be quite simple as well. I want to keep it like really chilled and classy. I'm going to use my Iconic London Illuminator, and this is in the shade Original. They've got different shades. I'm just going to spray. What do you think? I really had fun creating this look today. This was a very kind of serious makeup tutorial. I was really concentrating. It's very different to what I usually do. Usually I'm all about my cut creases and like wide open eyes rather than like slitty eyes. But I feel like this is a really lovely look and I think I'm going to do this a lot more. This really reminds me of a classic cat eye. With the fox eye trend, I think it kind of, the whole face is very pulled up. Whereas with the cat eye look, it's like the eye is very like, whew. It's very Kim Kardashian, it's very, is it Bella Hadid? I think everyone's really pulling out this fox eye look. It really does remind me of Ariana Grande as well, that kind of, she always has her hair up tight with her face just snatched to high heaven. So it really reminds me of that. But on a whole, I really enjoyed doing this makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed watching me do it. I hope this has inspired you to try a new makeup thing that you're a bit nervous to do. Give it a bloody go. Why not? What can go wrong? You have to take it off and restart it. Oh well, doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, I've had Niagara Falls coming out of my eye throughout this makeup tutorial, but it's fine, girl, work with it. If you did like this video, please do show me that you liked it. Give me a like, leave me a comment, go follow me on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram link below. Make sure you subscribe and have a lovely Sunday or whatever day you're watching this. Bye.